You've probably read and heard about this place. I'm standing in the Valley of Armageddon. It's mentioned only once in the Bible. In fact, in the last book of the New Testament, Revelation 16, verse 16. Armageddon. Over my shoulder, the fortress of Megiddo. King Solomon once ruled there. And that fortress, or that hill, gives its name to this valley, which features large in the prophecy of the end times. Har Megiddo, the hill of Megiddo, otherwise known as Armageddon. And while you can't see it from your camera angle, I can see all around. I can see the hill of Moreh to the south. I can see Mount Tabor, the traditional site of the transfiguration when Moses and Elijah appeared to Jesus. I can see over there on the hills, high on the hills, Nazareth. And imagine that Jesus, growing up there until he was about the age of 30, but as a little boy and all through his teens and into his 20s, could look down over this vast valley. And what did he understand about this place where he was concerned in the far distant future? We know that at the age of 12, when he went with his parents to Jerusalem for the feast, and they lost him for a time, they found him in the temple, communing, having conversation with the scholars, the rabbis, the wise men. And they were amazed at what he knew at the age of 12. So what did he know at the age of 15, 20, 25 with his prophetic insight? But he probably knew that it was all going to lead here one day. A clash of kingdoms when the Antichrist, the false prophet, under Satan's influence, will assemble the armies of the nations here. But it will be a day of reckoning. The great day of the Lord, of God's judgment on the nations, especially because of the treatment of one nation called Israel. This is Israel. So it all comes to a head, a final conclusion here in the Valley of Armageddon. And armies can approach this valley from many different directions. But the most important army of all is the one that comes from the kingdom of heaven. And at its head, the one who has the name King of Kings and Lord of Lords.